Find the angle ABC. So first of all, we've got a right angled triangle, and we've got two of the sides, and we need to find an angle. So that tells me I can use SOHCAHTOA to work out the value of this angle, because it's a right angled triangle. So I'm going to write out my little SOHCAHTOA. So in a minute I'll decide which of those I'm going to use, and I'm going to identify the two sides that I'm interested in, the two sides that are given here. So if this is the angle that I'm after, x, then this one over here must be the opposite, and this one is going to be the hypotenuse because it's the longest side. So I've got O and H here, O and H, and O and H appear in the first one of these formulas, so this is the sine. So we'll say that the sine of our angle, x, equals O over H, so opposite over the hypotenuse. So I'm going to put the numbers in there. So I've got sine of x equals the opposite, which was 8, over the hypotenuse, which was 12. Now, you could put that into your calculator if you wanted to, so work out 8 divided by 12, but it's the same as 2/3, 8 over 12, so I can just about do that one in my head. So sine of x is going to equal 0.6 reoccurring. Now if I want to find x, and I've currently got the sine of x, what I need to do is hit the inverse of sine, the opposite of sine, which is sine to the -1. And you'll always do that in trigonometry when you're finding an angle. So when finding an angle, it will always be to the -1. So you've got sine to the -1 of 0.6 reoccurring. And when you put that into your calculator, sine to the -1 of 0.6 reoccurring, so that will be on shift function to get the sine to the -1, and then 0.6 reoccurring, and that gives you 41.8. Obviously, once you've worked out this angle here now, you've got that one and the 90 degrees, so you could easily work out the other one if you were asked to. Here's another question, trigonometry to find a missing angle, and again we've got a right angled triangle, so I know that I can use SOHCAHTOA. So again, we're going to label the sides. We're after the angle ABC, which is this one here. So again, this one's the opposite the right angle, so this one must be the hypotenuse. Opposite here would be this side, so the one that's remaining is the adjacent. So I've got A and H. A and H appear in the cosine. So I've got cosine of the angle x equals the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So I'm now going to stick the numbers in for the adjacent and the hypotenuse. So I've got 10 for the adjacent and 18 for the hypotenuse. So I've got the cosine of x equals 10 over 18. Now, we'll probably encourage you to put this bit into the calculator, even though you could do it all as one, but I'm going to put 10 divided by 18 into the calculator and write down the decimal that it gives me, which is 0.5 reoccurring. So if I wanted to find x from there, again, I know I'm finding an angle, so instead of hitting cosine, I need to do the opposite of cosine, which is cosine to the -1. So cosine to the -1 of 0.5 reoccurring will give us our answer. So and that's 56.3 to 1 decimal place.